So I've started playing Dispatch, and originally I was going to play it on stream, but when you first start up the game, there's a option to censor nudity, and if I played it on stream, I would have to turn that on. So, you know, if there's any possibility of me seeing biddies on the game, I have to take that chance. You probably already know what Dispatch is about if you're watching this, but in case you don't, it's like a choose your own adventure kind of style game, in the same like style of the Telltale games that were kind of popular. Jeez, I was about 10 years ago. Oh my days! And the choices you make in the game affect how the story plays out. But at the end of each episode, they show stats of like how many people chose what option. I mean, which is basically like the main. I mean that's my favorite part of the game, because it's like the trolley problem, but on a much more larger scale, and kind of more interesting because it's, you know, not fucking trolley. I mean, some of the choices like don't matter. I mean, because in the like first episode, first choice you make is throwing either water or alcohol at a guy, and you know, because it's setting up the like the whole background story. There's not much to do yet, but like the main like choice of episode 1 was kissing blonde Blazer a lot, and this was I only played episode 3 and 4 like when it first came out. 1 and 2 had already like came out, and I didn't play originally because it was just like, okay, this or whatever. But then I heard about the public perception of the game, I guess, was like very good, and a lot of people were recommending me it. So I tried it, but then the one thing I was slightly spoiled on was that Blazer was already in a relationship. So when that played out, if I didn't know about what I probably would have said yes. But because I knew she was in a relationship, I had to. I know it's like I have to. So next episode, you and 92% of players both fisted Void. I mean, yeah, you're taking a piss, but I mean, like, he's kind of a G. I mean, that's it. You and 74% of players covered for Invisigal for punching you. I mean, I don't know, just seemed like a nice thing to do, really. There wasn't really much thought that went into it. It's just like, yeah, I cover her. 68% of players not asked Blazer out. I mean, again, that's because I already knew. And then you and 89% of players said no to dinner with Blazer and Phenomenon. Well, she said to don't. I mean, she's like mouthing behind Phenomenon to not do it. So, yeah. You and 46% of players didn't let Sonar Vanderstank, whoever the fuck his name is. Well, okay, well, I would have, but he was in his mode. So, and obviously flipping stats are swapped, so I doubt it would have worked properly if that happened. Episode 3, this is when everything was new to me. So, you and 52% of players cut Sonar from the Zeta team. And it sucked, didn't it, to cut someone from the team. But I had started like speccing into like my number 1 agility movement person, and Sonar was just like the switcheroo ability is just like too much of a gamble, I'd say, because Flambe was there. If someone needs like damage or whatever, might as well just send him, especially since flipping his ability where like it increases every +1 or whatever after success. I mean, it just seems like a better choice. But then there was also Punch Up. Jacksepticeye's character was you could go to like the some bike tourney thing, and then he asked for Coop, so I sent Coop with him, and there was like some dialogue which said that they had like a thing together. I mean, now a few days the Lux did like there's a comic which explains more about it. So okay, and they were like dating or something beforehand. there was like a relationship there between them, so I was like, oh, I don't want to split them up. It turns out flipping Sona and Malevola had a thing. Okay. I mean, because Malevola, I don't use her that much. She's like all-rounded, which is kind of rubbish. I mean, now I unlocked her ability where she's like healed someone, so I mean that's good. But still, I didn't know that Sona and Malevola were like friends. But yeah, Charlie's out. Sucks in it, but whatever. You and 68% of players threw a chair into Golem. I mean, that's because previous episode, Robert said like, oh, these guys need to know that I'm the boss or whatever. So I need to like show some tough love. Well, the option was give Golem a chair, or something. I didn't know he'd like actually throw a whole chair into the guy. Okay, the you and 2% played. I mean that's a bug. I know there's a bug between this episode and another one, but yeah, I think. But this one was like I didn't even know that this was like an option to fail. I guess. Because what else was the other option? Maybe you. They was discussing. Maybe you like fail the hacking minigame, maybe. But I don't know. I don't know how you could fail that. Or maybe you like tell Invisigal the wrong thing and she doesn't want to help Lightning Struck or something. I don't know. Something. Okay, episode 4. You and 49% of players added Water Boy instead of Phenomenal Man. I feel like because Water Boy's the underdog. So I just feel like the more later we get into the game, he'll have like some massive turnaround and then he like become like the best fucking character in the team or something. He like have max stats and everything. I'm guessing, maybe, I don't know. He could turn out to be a dickhead, like a rubbish guy all around, but I don't know. You and 50% of players watched the movie with Invisigal. This was, I think, the hardest choice I've ever had to make in one of these games. Like, spoilers for the Walking Dead Telltale games, but Season 1, Lee, easy, bang. I don't want to become a zombie. Season 2, Kenny or whatever her name was, Chloe, whatever, kill Kenny. Kenny was out of line, trying to kill whatever her name was, but then turns out, what's it? AJ's alive, so snake her, because that's made fucked up thing to do to make me kill Kenny. Season 3, well, nothing happened in season 3, I can't lie, that was like fucking rubbish. But then season 4, kill Lily, have AJ kill Lily, or whatever. Kill Lily, man, you like ripped out my friend's tongue, that's fucked up, you're dead. But having to choose between two absolute maddies, it's too much. It literally took me like 10 minutes just to pick an option, but because there's a lot of options, like blonde Blazer just out of a relationship with Phenomenal Man. Like literally heard Phenomenal Man broke up episode 2. Well, between episode 2 and 3 they broke up. That's like 2 days, not like 1 day out of a relationship, and you're trying to move to her. That's, I mean, a bit much. But then she's also my boss, which is like obviously power dynamic, that's bad. But then also I'm technically Invisigal's boss, so that's also bad. But there was a scene at the beginning of episode 4 which I mean, if you I mean, I was going to say if you know you know, but you probably already know. There was a sex scene, dream sex scene from Invisigal where she had a dream. She dreamed of her and Robert having sex, and I mean immediately. I mean not immediately, but you know, kind of like tipped the scale a bit. No, a lot. It was a lot. Then her in the scene with her in the bathroom with her hitting on Robert in the bathroom, and I mean that's kind of if you're willing to flirt with a guy in a bathroom, the confidence of that is kind of insane, no? It's a 50-50 split, so, you know, it's equals, but I went with the Visigal. And then the scene with her, I mean, it's her saying, you know, this is too much for me. Her saying she's the pegger instead of the peggy, also, you know, it's hot. And then her liking Sour Patch Kids. I love Sour Patch Kids. Fucking like #1 candy, you know. It might have to, it's gonna be her. But then also I didn't know that before I chose the cutscene. So, you know, dinner with a blonde blazer. What's it? She's dinner. She, you know, she could have said, "Oh, let me get some sushi." Sushi bangs. I wouldn't be the same agreement with her. But I chose this guy in the end. So, you know, I'm glad that I watched the cutscene with the blonde blazer afterwards, and it turns out she's a brunette and like not as tall, I think. Which is like, it's, how to say this? Blonde blazer is nice, but Invisigal is more fun, I feel like. And I don't know, I think I'd rather choose fun than nice. Maybe this is just my mindset now. Maybe if I go older it'll change, but now fun takes precedent over nice. You and 77% of players threw spaghetti at flambe. That was an accident. I thought if I let the timer run out, nothing would have happened. Because in the old games, it was like, do not do it. It's do not say anything option. Or sometimes in Onsen Dawn, there's like, you can choose not to do an action. And, you know, I thought if I let the timer run out, nothing would happen. But it just, you know, auto did it to flambe spaghetti, so. This, I know, is another bug. You and 2% of players want blonde blazer about her dress because her nipple's showing. I mean, yeah, obviously, that makes no sense. But when I first saw the scene first started, I thought the her areola was like just like a design, like the art style shot, like an art style thing. I didn't know it was areola, but then you read it says, "Oh, your areola is so." I was like, "Oh, never mind." On Twitter, some people have been saying I didn't even notice the areola, so it's like I kind of get you, but then you weren't. That means you weren't reading the the other options, because it clearly says on the like your areola is show. The options were your areola is showing, that's just too tight, or it's fine. If you say it's fine, you're fucked. If you say it's a bit tight, I mean, no, okay, I watched it. It said it's a bit tight, but then Robert like points down. So I mean, I guess you want her, but like the areola, it's just like fucking just say, man. That's like embarrassing if it's showing. Just come on, like who cares, man? Just tell her. But then it's a bug, so I don't know the proper statistics. Maybe it was majority, because what's it? I mean, a lot of women are playing the game. It's 50%. It has to be at least more than 50% people want her. I mean, or just have to wait till I think probably next week when episode 5 and 6 comes out. Maybe they'll update the statistics. My days, I can't speak. 85% of players failed to save all 3 businesses. Yeah, I mean, I sold Sonar away, so I mean, no one was gonna get that. All of my guys are like, I think my biggest intelligence is like 4 or 3. I sent Top Gun, Top Chat, Big Boy. Was it Jacksepticeye's character? I sent because I knew he was gonna fail. Then if he fails, then he gets like a bonus to the thing. So I was like, I might as well. That's it, dude, and that's all of episode 4. I mean, you know, banger game so far. I do wish there was a bit more cutscenes though, because in episodes 1 and 2, you know, a lot of cutscenes because we just getting started. But 3 and 4 was a lot more of the game part, less of the cutscenes, and each episode is not that long. It's only about an hour, so it's like 40 minutes of gameplay and then 20 minutes of cutscenes for 3 and 4. So I just wish there was a bit more cutscenes. I'll probably make another one of this after the whole series, because discussing basically 3 options after the episode 5 and 6, you know, it's not that long. So 1, 5 and 6, and then 7 and 8 comes out, I'll make another one. But you know, I'll see you in 2 weeks if I don't. I'll see you in 2 weeks.